There we go. That works. Okay, so I'm JD the Media Jack, and this is a podcast, an interview, if you would like to have it that. We are 2 weeks out from a very important competition.
Less than 2 weeks.
Less than 2 weeks out from a very important competition in Coquitlam, British Columbia. It is the Vancouver Pro-Am, and I'm joined by Alicia Simpson, who is not only my girlfriend, but she's also my coach, my trainer, my dietitian. You're just everything. And also you are, of course, competing in this giant competition. We've been keeping everyone up to date as best as possible on your YouTube channel. Just search for Alicia Simpson Fitness and you'll see it there. And if you look on your screen, you'll see that showing highlights of some of the stuff that you've been doing in that competition. And that's because you and I have been documenting your progress for almost 16 weeks now.
Oh, we started in March.
Yeah.
So like almost 20 weeks.
Almost 20 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and I'm working alongside you. So you'll see videos of me as well because she kicks my ass. Anyway, instead of doing a weekly YouTube video on your channel, we decided to sit down and just talk about what's going on and give everyone a progress update. Also answer any questions that people might have. So we'll start off with, first of all, a very simple question. How are you feeling going into this competition in less than 2 weeks?
This is about the time when I start getting extremely nervous.
Yeah?
But excited. Because it's coming down to it. I've done all the hard work, and it's soon going to be time to show the judges my progress from last year.
Is there anything at this point in time that you're most looking forward to and, on the other side of it, most dreading?
I'm most looking forward to a cheat meal after.
A cheat meal?
But no, really.
No, that's serious.
Yeah.
You have been doing incredible when it comes to your diet. And anyone knows you as well as I do, know that you have a wonderful sweet tooth, like myself.
Yes.
And you have your preferences for treats.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Mm-hmm. Looking forward to that peanut butter parfait.
I was
after.
just gonna say, like, I'm willing to bet.
I knew it, yeah.
I'm willing to bet it's a peanut butter parfait.
And a meal, like a proper big meal, of course.
Yeah.
But I mean, other than that, I'm looking forward to. I don't know. I almost don't want to say anything. I don't want to jinx anything.
Well, okay. You don't have to. I mean, there is some credence to superstition, so you don't have to answer anything you don't want to. What exercises have you been mostly focused on, if anything, leading up to this? Like, I know your exercise routine has changed recently, like as recent as like the last month or so.
Yeah, about a month ago. Yeah.
So, I guess a common question would be like, what exercises do you primarily do?
A little bit of everything, but mainly focusing on glutes, trying to get that tie-in going, which is a common thing in the bikini category. That's what the judges look for, a good, strong tie-in, lifted glutes, and also shoulders, because we want to create that V, that taper, and then into like an hourglass shape. So I'd say I've been focusing on legs and shoulders, legs and upper body. But do you mean like specific exercises?
No, that's a good answer.
Okay.
Yeah. Because, I mean, it's when you say what's okay. One thing we haven't touched on yet is, or we haven't announced yet, is what category you're going into. For anyone not watching or haven't watched anything of this before, and you just recently made the news, so it could be some new fans of yours. But what category are you competing in?
Bikini.
Bikini. So, with that, I mean, there is a certain shape and figure and look that a bikini competitor is after.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
But because of the term of bodybuilding, I mean, anyone who has seen any of the videos or even just watching the video now with all the highlights in the side there, you lift weights, right? You're not shy about it, and you do increase weight as you go, right? So, for you to focus on specific muscle groups is the perfect answer. What color is your bikini, or can you say yet?
Well, I've still been putting it in black and white on Instagram, which I know some people think is kind of lame, but I don't care. I'll reveal it on show day.
You'll reveal it on show day. So keep an eye on social media, Instagram, Alicia Simpson 13, and on Facebook, just search for Alicia Simpson Fitness, and you will see an Instagram reveal when you hit the stage.
Yeah, or before I hit the stage.
Yeah.
At some point that day, yeah.
Are you looking forward to meeting like friends, pros, meeting new friends?
There's gonna be a lot of people there this year. It's the Van Pro. It's one of the biggest shows in the nation, and I know there's a few pros that I follow on Instagram that are gonna be there. So I'm almost in disbelief about that I get to actually meet them in person, or I'm gonna try. Like, I know it's gonna be a huge, busy event. There's gonna be a lot of people there, but I'm gonna try my best to meet these pros. Should I name them?
Yeah, go for it.
So Annette Munford, she's my posing coach. I've been following her for a few years. I found out about her through my past coach, Tiffany Breck. And then Phoebe Hagen, she's from the UK. She's going to be there this year, I'm pretty sure. She's been giving out little hints about it anyway. Allison Ann, she's in Vancouver. She's going to be there too. I've been following her for a couple of years. I'm not sure, but I think maybe Ashley Kaltwasser is going to be there.
All these people that have
So-
giant presence on social media as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like Ashley Kaltwasser is 3 times Miss Bikini Olympia, 2014 to 2016, I believe. So
I just realized that coffee cup was like right in frame. Anyway,
yeah.
so a lot of pros and a lot of icons in your industry are going to be at the Vancouver Pro-Am
Yep.
in 2 weekends. And you're looking forward to meeting all of them.
Yeah.
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 What have you cut out of your diet
Since starting,
since starting? That's
Kitty.
our cat, Nico. Hi, Nico.
If I'm talking to other people, she insists on getting my attention.
She does the same thing when you're on the phone too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's annoying.
What have you cut out of your diet? Because your diet also changed over the past little while.
Yeah, a little bit. Well, I cut out having any. I mean, I stick to a pretty healthy diet year round, but I was having like chocolate and stuff like that in the off season. I've definitely cut that out. I will admit I've had like a piece or two here and there, which
Yeah.
isn't so bad. I mean,
You've done better than you did last year.
yes, way better. I've been battling a peanut butter addiction, so I've been doing a lot better with that. I've got a much better mindset around that now.
It's no joke either. You're not just like, oh, peanut butter dick. It was actually like a serious thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else? So
There were certain vegetables that you could have and now you can't as well.
like,
Well, we haven't had carrots in a while, nor have we had broccoli.
yeah, well, I'm trying to get away from the cruciferous vegetables. They can be kind of iffy
Yeah.
on digestion.
And also, you've, again, like you've been coaching me and helping me out with my diet and whatnot. One of the benefits of dating. And simple things like that I didn't realize were processed foods are processed foods. And your diet is like spotless when it comes to fresh and healthy and like if you could hunt the stuff, you would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eat what you kill, eat what you grow. I think that's what my mom says. Yeah.
We're growing radishes outside.
Yeah, we're
so,
trying. They're
yeah.
sprouting. Yeah. Soon.
Soon.
3 months time.
But there's been plenty of things that you've adjusted to, and this week and this half week and next week you're into what's the term again?
Peak week.
Peak week.
So starting on, I guess on Monday. Monday peak week starts.
Right. And what does that entail?
Well, my coach said we're not going to worry too much about changing my diet because I've been doing pretty good on it. But that is mainly going to mean, so starting Monday, I got to start drinking 6 to 8 liters of water a day, which should be no problem because I'm drinking like 5 liters or more right now. And then I got to start taking my watertight pills, or there's other brands out there like Drip Dry by Magnum. But I have watertight pills, and that's what's going to, it's a diuretic, so it's going to help get the water out from underneath my skin.
Right.
And I'm thinking we'll be doing a carb up for me, maybe starting later next week, and that will help fill out my muscles. So filling out the muscles, drying out the skin, it's going to create that, I like to call it the saran wrap look.
Right.
Where your skin is just tight, you're hugging your muscles.
Right. That way you can show it off easier.
Yeah. Exactly.
See, I want to get to that point.
Yeah.
I got way too much insulation for that saran wrap look.
Think of it as protection.
Protection. I'll go with protection.
You'll get there.
I'm well with your help, yeah.
Yeah.
But still, it's exciting to see it and watch you progress.
Yeah. Yeah, I've definitely been noticing the changes a lot more over the past few weeks. It has been a bit of a struggle with mood and tiredness, but I mean, that's part of the challenge too, so yeah.
What do you do to spend time in between workouts and meal times? Because meal time for you is very specific, and it has been for well, it's more stringent over the past couple of weeks, right? So what do you do to spend? What do you do during the off time?
Like in between meals,
Yeah.
you mean? I try to keep busy. Like obviously that I clean. That keeps me busy. I try to meditate. That's very good right now for mindset. I've been working on my bikini.
Been watching Netflix.
Yeah. We watch Netflix in our downtime.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine and Family Guy are real high on our list right now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And you're making the road trip down to Coquitlam.
Yes.
Yes.
Next Thursday. Yeah.
You looking forward to that?
I am. It'll be a nice, like I don't have to worry about working out Thursday or Friday or Saturday. Which I mean I like working out all the time, but it'll be nice to just have that downtime and focus on getting myself to the competition. And I mean I'm gonna miss you there.
I'll be there eventually.
Yeah, eventually.
Unfortunately, I just could not get time off of work.
You're gonna be there in the aftermath of it all.
I'm probably going to see a lot of people stuffing their faces with stuff they shouldn't be eating.
True. True.
Yeah.
Including me.
Yes. Which is totally fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was another question that I wanted to ask you? So we talked about the fact you're going to be on a road trip and you're looking forward to competing. Your first cheat meal is going to include a peanut butter parfait. Your diet and your exercises have increased dramatically, not just recently, but also over the past 3 to 4 months. You're tanning as well, but there's going to be more tanning to come before you hit that stage on Saturday. What does that entail?
Yeah, so I tan in a bed. I started doing that last year to help get a base coat going to help with the competition spray tan.
Yeah.
Because my skin does not like it.
Yeah.
And then the day before the show, I have to go in for a tan. That's the first layer. And then usually the next morning we wash that off and go for our second coat right before the show.
Right.
And that entails a very concentration camp-like feeling of being in a room naked with a bunch of people, and you're cold because you got to stand there in the fan.
Yes, let
and
it
dry
dry.
off.
Yeah.
And I take forever to dry too, so I'm there for like 20 minutes or longer. But it's funny though, like, you know, you'll see people in there, and you get used to it, right? Like you're all there for the same thing. You know what's going on, and
Right.
yeah.
Why the tanning though?
It helps showcase the muscles properly underneath stage lights, so judges can see everything better.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Has the tattoos ever been a problem for you?
Well, people always tell me not to get them covered up. I even had a photographer tell me, or actually, he like thanked me for not covering them up because there can be issues around doing that. Sometimes, they can appear muddy on stage with the cover up.
Mm-hmm.
But I have had a judge tell me the one that I got on my stomach was kind of unfortunate for the placement because it kind of hides my abs and my oblique line. But I mean, to me, that's like, it's two things that I love are clashing. Like, I love tattoos and I love competing, so I'm just gonna work with what I have.
And there's two sides to your oblique line. You have two sides to your body.
Yeah. Posing it depends how I'm posing though.
That's true.
Like, yeah, I gotta kind of, if I'm not gonna cover up my tattoos, and if they're gonna kind of interfere with my shape or lines showing, then I just gotta like really bring it with the posing and the confidence and the stage presence.
Mm.
So I'm gonna do my best there.
Yeah. You have Instagram. You also have Facebook. You have YouTube. Has there been any sort of growth in the fandom of all the social media with your progress over the years? Over the years is a bit of a broad statement, but still, like, has there been anything over the past little while?
Yeah, it definitely grows. I want to say month by month I get like a few new followers.
Yeah.
So.
And how's that feel?
It's cool. I mean, aside from the creepers out there, it's kind of nice to get like the people following me and the message here and there, like, oh, because of you I did this and this, or they'll see something in my Instagram stories and be like, oh my god, that's a good idea, I'm gonna try that. And you know, that's a really cool feeling that I'm helping people.
Now, what's an example of a good fan, and what's the example of a bad fan?
A good fan is, well, like I just said, it would be someone who's
takes your work and actually incorporates
applies it in their own life.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like I'm doing good in that way.
Yeah.
And then a bad fan are the ones like that one guy who's always asking me for flex pictures.
I know exactly who you're talking about. I was wondering if you ever wanted to bring him up. He's weird.
That is weird.
He
like,
constantly challenges you to a flexing competition that you want no part of. You don't engage in whatsoever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's a common thing now, is smaller guys being into
stronger
muscly women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To each their own. As long as that person is actually into it. Don't just force your fetish onto someone else.
Yeah, like, don't be
rude
weird about it or anything. Yeah.
There was I remember that one guy. We haven't heard from him in a while. I do monitor her social media, so just be aware. Who had a foot fetish and promptly wanted you to stick your foot somewhere.
Right. Yeah.
All shapes and sizes, hon.
Like, that was, like, he said one sentence before that, and then he said that.
Mm.
And it's like, oh, wow, you're just right out with it.
Just went
Like,
all out.
holy crap.
I don't know how that got in there.
That's Kitty.
That's Nico being Nico.
That's kind of funny.
That was in the 4-week folder.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's funny. Oh, well, if in case people are wondering, that's who's been meowing at me.
Yeah. But in all honesty, in all seriousness, like, doesn't matter the platform, Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube. Like, you should never be afraid to ask a legitimate question.
Mm-hmm.
Like, compliments are nice, and acknowledgement is nice, and random chit chat and asking questions, even if they are the simplest questions whatsoever, that's totally fine. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like asking something which seems simple and mundane, like how much do you bench, or how long can you jog for, or something like that. Like, those are fine questions. There's nothing wrong with that at all. You can ask those questions as a baseline if you want to, or get an idea of the type of effort that you put into.
Yeah.
Just recently, you were on the local news, CKPG News, and the big statement that was structured around you being in that story is that women are becoming more and more prevalent in bodybuilding, but also the whole stigma behind, if I lift a weight, I'm going to become bulked out. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So asking simple questions like, hey, how much do you lift? Or anything like that, there's nothing wrong with those questions. There is something wrong with questions that are just a little too intrusive, a little too personal, or just flat out, we do not want to see your dick pic.
Mm-hmm.
There was someone on Facebook recently who, well, like, pretty much set up the fact that he wanted to show you his penis.
Who was that one?
I can't remember, but you sent me a screenshot and you shut him down immediately. Like, it was a chat conversation, and he said something about the size of, like, being intimidated because he has a small package or something.
So, yeah, he wanted me to...
He wanted your opinion.
Yeah. Like, really?
No.
Just straight out no.
Yeah. But he kept insisting, and then you shut him down immediately.
Yeah.
There's no need for that.
Not at all. Like, come on. What are some people thinking?
I don't know. Some people aren't thinking. Point being is that, doesn't matter the platform.
Mm-hmm.
You very much enjoy talking to people, and especially sharing anecdotes and tips about this sport that you're in.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, like, you're a professional. So if people want advice and would like professional help, no better person to go to.
Sure.
Yes. I'm just hyping you up, that's all. Okay, so the Vancouver Pro-Am, it is next, not this upcoming Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but next Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Well, Saturday, Sunday.
Saturday,
Weekend show, yeah.
Yeah, so that would be the 13th and the 14th, and it's happening in Coquitlam.
Yeah, and I'll be on stage on the morning of the 14th.
The morning of the 14th. And if there's... I really wish I could be there because I would stream it. I would video it. But unfortunately, I'll be joining you afternoon on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, poor Nico. You tortured soul, you. But there will be updates, as many as possible, on your social media.
Yeah, I guess this will be the first show where I won't have anyone filming me in the audience at all. That's going to be weird. But yeah, I'll try and get pictures, like, backstage of what's going on and with the people that I meet, and I'll try and get as many pictures and video as I can, and I'll post that for sure.
If anything, because you're going to meet a lot of people down there, and you probably know a few people down there, if anything, my suggestion would be to try to piggyback or ask for the video footage of someone else who's in your category.
Yeah.
Because you'd be up on stage basically at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah, and then they probably have people in the audience filming for them, so
Exactly.
that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully something can be sorted out.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But we
Yeah.
will not be having this problem when we go to Quebec in about a month and a half.
This weekend, 4 weeks.
In about a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will not have this problem because we're going together, damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything will be recorded there.
Yeah. So, like, we'll try to keep everyone up to date as best as possible, whether or not if there's any sort of streaming that's happening or live results or whatever the case may be. But follow Alicia on social media. That's Instagram, Alicia Simpson 13, as well as Facebook, Alicia Simpson Fitness, and YouTube. Just search again for Alicia Simpson Fitness. That's the best way to support you.
That's right.
And I haven't even had a chance to introduce myself as you see me working out because Alicia points the camera at me from time to time. I'm the Media Jack. You can follow me all over social media at Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, Mixer, and on Caffeine. And I'm looking forward to seeing your progress.
Mm-hmm.
I think you've done incredible over the past 8, 12, 16 weeks. You've made this incredible transformation.
Thank you.
I am eternally proud of you for
Thank
everything
you.
you've done.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be exciting.
Mm-hmm. Very exciting. I agree.
So congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes. And we will see what happens at the Vancouver Pro-Am in Coquitlam on the 13th and the 14th of this month.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's right.
Now, if you haven't already, because this is up on Alicia's YouTube page, if you're watching this afterward, subscribe to Alicia's YouTube. That's the simplest and easiest way to show her support and appreciation. And on Instagram, again, that's Alicia Simpson 13. And on Facebook, just search for Alicia Simpson Fitness. And thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having me.